The gray lines of mid-autumn thunderclouds sliced the Flagstaff sky, reflecting the gloomy atmosphere that was boiling within Robyn Brown's home. After the curtain had been drawn, her haven, which had once been alive with laughter and the well-organized chaos of a blended family, now sat cold and empty like a stage. Robyn was standing barefoot in the hallway, her arms encircling her body as if to protect her heart. The frayed strings of her nerves were tugged by every floorboard groan and wind echo against the windows. Hours had passed since Kody left. He slammed the front door so forcefully that it rattled a picture free in the dining room as he departed that morning amid a whirl of rage and thunderous footsteps. His text messages had gone unanswered. He hadn't given a call. She had no idea if he would ever return, but long before today, she had recognized the warning signs. Missed dinners, diverted conversations, and late-night drives he never explained were all subtle signs of the distance. Then came the animosity. Snide remarks disguised as humor during family gatherings, grimaces when Aurora entered the room, and mocking remarks regarding Dayton's doctor's appointments. And lastly, the treachery. He was conversing with an attorney. Hey, hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel TLC Flicks. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. While doing laundry, she discovered the business card in his coat pocket. It seems that Kody wanted her to find it, even though he never left anything personal unsecured. Family law. Custody. Termination. He said he loved them, Robyn said to herself, holding on to the material of his coat as though it could still bring warmth. He said. 2 days later, Kody stood with his knuckles white over a steaming black coffee in a downtown office with a view of Flagstaff's expansive brown horizon. He seemed leaner than he remembered, his eyes clouded, and his reflection in the glass appeared strange. Tapping through a tablet, the lawyer, a silver-haired man with steel eyes and surgical accuracy in his words, talked calmly. In 2014, Mr. Brown, you filed a petition with the court to adopt Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna legitimately. There is a lot of documentation. You testified under oath that your aim was irreversible. This was not just a legal promise. It was a religious one. Kody's mouth clenched. However, I was duped emotionally. I was assured by Robyn that everything would go smoothly. She said that the children only required a name on paper and had no communication with their original father. She kept Dayton's trauma a secret from me. Concerning Aurora's breakdowns, regarding how much I would have to pay, the lawyer asked bluntly, "Cost you?" "My soul," yelled Kody. "My connections. My kids no longer communicate with me. I lost everything because I sacrificed everything to Robyn's children. What I signed up for was not this." The attorney leaned back inside. "You now wish to break off legal connections. This isn't an annulment, you know. You are publicly stating your desire to cut off 3 young adults from your life." Kody paused. Finally, he remarked, "I want clarity. Legal freedom is what I want." The attorney gazed at him for a while. "Well, Mr. Brown, get ready. This is more than just a legal matter. This will turn into a conflict." Something inside Robyn broke the instant she opened the manila letter from her porch mailbox. There were official, impersonal legal documents inside. A request to have the adoptions revoked. His name at the top, bolded. At the bottom was a signature she was all too familiar with. Dayton watched her from a distance. Her intensity had always been palpable to him. He could read her anxiety like braille in the atmosphere. He just moved closer and put a quivering hand on her shoulder without posing any questions. "Is it from him?" he inquired. Robyn gave a nod. The ensuing hush was intolerable. With a broken voice, Dayton remarked, "I knew he was pulling away. However, I believed it to be me. I believed that I was inadequate." Robyn turned to him and whispered angrily, "No. The issue is not with you. He is." As if they were fire, she threw the papers onto the kitchen counter. "He's attempting to destroy you." Robyn was hesitant to go public, but the leak convinced her otherwise. The report first appeared in TMZ. Next, People. Dozens of blogs followed. Kody Brown files a lawsuit to reverse Robyn's children's adoption. It was impossible to ignore the dramatic, nasty headlines. The internet took off. Subreddits erupted in rage. Fans sent screen grabs of previous scenes in which Kody grinned at Aurora's school performance, carried Dayton across a snowy parking lot, and grinned proudly during the adoption hearing. Videos were snipped, analyzed, and remixed to create treacherous montages. Robyn was at the center of the storm. She shared the truth on Instagram Live without any glitz or production. Her eyes were puffy and her face was naked. "My kids aren't props," she declared. "They're not ratings. Their midlife crisis is not a game they are playing." Following the adoption, she displayed Dayton's first school photo. This child thought Kody was the solution to his problems. For 10 years, he referred to him as Dad. "And he wants to leave now that it's inconvenient and the cameras are going down?" Her voice broke. "Well, he might leave me, but not from them." While making dinner, Christine checked her phone for the news. Mid-chop, the knife in her hand froze. It wasn't until her teenage daughter inquired, "Mom," that she realized she was crying. "Are you alright?" Christine remained silent. Her thoughts were racing. She thought back to the day Kody signed the documents. She had grinned really, thinking perhaps he was finally changing, turning into the man he had vowed to be. It had now become just another unfulfilled promise. Ever the realist, Janelle wasn't surprised. She was enraged. In a family group chat, she informed her grown boys that Kody is running. Once more, he acts in this manner. When someone no longer feeds his ego, he leaves them. Even Mary, who is quiet and withdrawn and is still torn between her relationship with Kody, spoke up. She shared a single picture of Kody holding baby Aurora at a church picnic with loving eyes on social media. The first person to post was Aurora. It was a lengthy, unsteady video shot in her bedroom. Her voice faltered. She said, "You promised to always be there. You claimed that I was no longer in need of fear. God brought us together, you claimed." She displayed one of her early works, which were scrawled with crayons on worn paper. A family. 4 children. 2 parents. Too many smiles. "I made you this drawing. Making you proud was my goal. I didn't request adoption. You inquired. You claimed to want us." She flinched. "Why do you not want us right now?" Dayton's statement followed, a well-written, poised, yet sad post. Jennifer Carver, a fierce lawyer renowned for her vicious cross-examinations and high-profile family law disputes, met with Robyn. Robyn remarked, "He is attempting to change the past. I refuse to allow him to." Jennifer looked over the papers and nodded. "We'll fight after that. In a legal proceeding. And in the public opinion court." Request to uphold adoption, prevent nullification, and sanction petitioner for emotional abuse and breach of duty was their prompt counter-motion. It was war. The date was scheduled for the courtroom. The line of witnesses grew. Ordered for discovery. A damning email that Kody had sent to a discovery official months before was also concealed among the files, and there's more. Since the filming of the final season of Sister Wives, Mary Brown has been leading a more adventurous and satisfying life. In her late 20s, she married her ex-husband, Kody Brown. A year after getting married, Mary and Kody decided to go from monogamy to polygamy. Janelle Brown, Kody's second wife, and Christine Brown joined the Brown family in 1993. Over the next 20 years, Kody, Mary, Janelle, and Christine produced 13 children. They didn't waste any time in establishing a family. Robyn Brown joined Kody's large family in 2010 when he made the decision to have another wife. A few years later, Kody and Robyn put pressure on Mary to get a divorce from him so they could get married legally. Kody adopted Robyn's 3 children from a previous relationship and legally wed her. Mary made every effort to maintain her polygamous union. She regrettably fell in love with a man who was a catfish in 2015, which resulted in a scandal that harmed her relationship with Kody and finally caused them to split up in 2023. Since her breakup with Kody, Mary has made significant progress. The past 2 years have seen her accomplish a number of objectives and fixed a lot of her previous problems. Coyote Pass was one of Mary's major accomplishments. Mary spent her hard-earned money a few years ago with her ex-husband, Kody, and his 3 wives, Robyn, Christine, and Janelle, to buy the 14-acre property in Coyote Pass, Fort Valley. She had dreamed of building on the property and living out her days with her family and her 18 children. She insisted that Kody give her an equitable portion of the land, and Kody attempted to give a little to her. Mary made the decision to file a lawsuit against Kody in 2024. She teamed up with Janelle, who shared her goals. Kody listed the Coyote Pass for sale in 2025. Additionally, he granted Meri and Janelle equal land ownership. Based on the information that is currently accessible, Meri received $375,000 following the sale of Coyote Pass. Since she and Kody parted ways, Meri has changed, much like other sister wives. She has grown quite fit and has shed weight in just 2 years. Near the end, Meri put on a lot of weight as a result of her connection with Kody. Her health worsened due to the melancholy and unhappiness she had from being in a loveless marriage, making her seem worn out. Meri has embraced an athletic lifestyle and put her health first since splitting from Kody. She has been setting aside time to live a healthy lifestyle. Meri has changed a lot since she was separated from Kody, as evidenced by her latest social media posts. She posted a picture of herself at an event on the red carpet in April. She appeared quite slender and was dressed in a black outfit. Meri not only seemed to be in excellent physical condition, but her face was glowing, reflecting her happier disposition. She appeared to be in good health based on the picture. Sister Wives fans praised Meri for her full-body makeover, and her photo garnered 66K likes. Meri and the other Sister Wives don't seem to be at odds, but they aren't as close as they used to be. Robyn and Meri are no longer in touch, while Janelle and Christine remain friends. Meri disclosed last year that she no longer spoke to Robyn. She added that she and Robyn had a falling out, saying, "We were extremely close. Then it began. A division appeared." It has been challenging for Meri to keep up relationships with her former sister wives because of her hectic lifestyle. In 2024, Meri revealed in an interview with US Weekly that she had a not-present connection with Christine. It makes sense that the two sister wives have become more distant over time given their lack of commonalities. The selling of Coyote Pass also caused Meri and Janelle to lose a lot of their common ground. Meri lives in Utah, while Janelle is occupied with her farms in North Carolina. Thus, the two ladies are geographically separated. With her husband David Woolley's assistance, Christine is occupied with growing her rental company in Utah. Janelle and Madison Brush, her daughter, are working to develop their new farm. At last, Meri is remodeling Lizzie's heritage in her bed and breakfast. Meri shared an update last year about her enduring bed and breakfast in Utah's charming hamlet of Parowan. This beautiful 154-year-old home is in need of some TLC and needs some renovation, she said when she revealed that she would be closing her business to undergo renovations. Meri provided the most recent renovation update in March. After a lengthy hiatus, she declared that she had started renovating her bed and breakfast again. Meri posted pictures of her company's painted walls and wooden furniture. The fact that she wrote, "Things are finally happening around here," suggests that she is getting better at Lizzie's Heritage Inn. Meri hasn't shared any noteworthy updates on her bed and breakfast, but it's probable that she will finish the renovations this year. The cast member of Sister Wives should be able to resume her business sooner rather than later. As a reality star who receives compensation for each appearance on Sister Wives, Robyn Brown may be able to afford a number of expensive house furnishings, such as the eye-catching picture Fisherman for the Souls. Even though Robyn has a substantial art collection, she doesn't buy the kind of fine art that is offered for sale at upscale auction houses like Sotheby's. On Reddit, people seriously questioned her taste. No, Robyn's choices are more unusual than one might anticipate, even while she isn't spending a fortune on the worst designs, like velvet art representations of tigers prowling through jungles, tiger glowing bright / in the forests of the night. It's interesting what she buys, but the real problem is why she feels the need to buy so much of everything. She looks like a real collector. Whether it's dolls, doll clothing made to order, Robyn goes all out with her David Yurman signet ring and home decor. She possesses multiples of almost everything a woman could desire. Robyn's art collection was extensively detailed on YouTube by Without a Crystal Ball, which also featured the painting Fisherman of the Souls, which she has on display in her house. It depicts a calm river and an animal on a boat with light suffused, delicate wings. What the creature is, fishing for souls. Robyn and Kody Brown of Sister Wives don't always agree on financial matters. Their quality of life is great because she has stated that she wants to spend and he would prefer to preserve. Therefore, there might actually be a problem between them, a financial tug-of-war of sorts. But it's obvious that Robyn has Kody firmly grasped her hand. He is thankful for her and loves her. He considers Robyn to be a queen and an angel. He will do anything for this woman. See what he's accomplished thus far. Because of his love for Robyn, Kody has created what she refers to as a core family with him, alienating his ex-partners and some of their kids in the process. The others feel inferior as a result of this. 3 spouses left because the plural marriage was out of balance, which caused a great deal of difficulties. The problems the ex-partner's kids have with Kody might be real. Though he would prefer that she didn't, Robyn does appear to come first, and he will allow her to spend money if she so chooses. Robyn is a Christian, thus the artwork probably has a lot of symbolic meaning. Maybe she sees God rescuing believers. Robyn has always placed a high value on her beliefs. According to Mark 1 verse 17, Jesus urged his disciples to save souls by converting others. He asked fishermen to follow him in his conversation. Christians are following Jesus' example by welcoming new members into the church. Well, one person's definition of beauty might not be another's. This is what Robyn adores. It's a beautiful work of art that she finds genuinely meaningful. Her expenditures and taste, however, are criticized. Unfortunately, Robyn is not going to prevail. Her detractors will attack her regardless of what she does or purchases. Maybe she felt violated when her extravagant spending habits were exposed. The fact that Robyn is a wife, mother, friend, and human being should not be overlooked. The mockery of Robyn's paintings on Reddit is funny, but it has a cruel undertone, as if people genuinely wish to harm her. Robyn's path includes overcoming these haters. She needs to find a way to be content in spite of them. Maybe she forgets the trolls that bother her when she spends money on lovely things. If so, it's difficult to avoid feeling sorry for Kody's favorite and now only wife. Robyn's critics were out in full force in a Reddit thread that Firetearing initiated, expressing their displeasure over her art collection, which is a part of some dubious home decor. There are numerous paintings around Robyn's house, and the master bedroom seems to have a royal bedchamber motif. With its elaborately carved bedposts, the bed would look perfectly at home in a dusty old castle. This enormous bed also has a royal purple area rug underneath it. The overall effect is a cross between the Tudors and the medieval times. And then there's the art. The historical portraits on the walls were defaced by one critic. It just keeps getting better, holy cow. As much as you want to wager, Robyn and Kody are meant to be at the top. When evaluating the artwork she selected, people were highly mocking. They simply despise Robyn. Most likely because they think that her extravagant spending betrays a more serious injustice, inequality between the wives of the past. Robyn, whom Kody favored, ended up with a $2.1 million house and $70,000 worth of dolls, flashy jewelry and items bought in some sort of Etsy purchasing spree. She rules like a contemporary queen, leading sister spouses' viewers to assume that the other spouses were treated like slaves. Kody doesn't mind that Robyn spends a lot of money. They may be quite wealthy. Most people, in my experience, won't spend $70,000 on toys unless they feel financially comfortable, but many people are in debt. It's difficult to state with certainty how good their financial situation is. In spite of this, Robyn and Kody recently sold Coyote Pass for $1.5 million. Due to their equity, they received around half of that sum, and they also gave Janelle and Mary a portion of the money. The two made a lot of money in spite of that. Therefore, Robyn and Kody from Sister Wives might be on easy street right now. The tale of the Brown family reaches an emotional point in Sister Wives Season 19. The second half of the TLC hit season focuses on Garrison's suicide and shows how Kody Brown and the wives are handling their loss. But more than anything Kody says or does, people are focused on the women and what they do. Few Kody admirers remain because most of them watch Mary, Janelle, and Christine go on with their lives without him. Since Robyn is gone, Kody is a monogamist, rather than the polygamist he was at the start of Sister Wives. Kody has made some really awful remarks and actions, and people are aware of them. Discussions on his treatment of Mary since Robyn's arrival have been common. Christine, meanwhile, is now dating David Woolley. Janelle left as well, although she stayed near Christine. Honestly, viewers of Sister Wives are watching to see how the wives cope with life without Kody Brown. The show could easily continue without him now that he is no longer relevant. We hope Christine and David Woolley's marriage stays strong. Viewers of Sister Wives like watching Janelle appreciate being a grandmother and embracing her life without Kody. Without Kody, Mary's life has been challenging. She struggled to believe that things were finished and let go. Without Kody, or even Robyn, Mary, Christine, and Janelle could easily steal the show. It is obvious that Kody is unnecessary given that the drama we are witnessing was founded on polygamy, and is now about monogamy with what is likely the most unlikable wife. In the event that TLC decides to alter the show's premise, Christine and Janelle's friendship might serve as the foundation for a spin-off. Seeing the women with their kids and grandkids is also of interest. The Brown family will keep growing for many years to come. However, the country's closure due to the coronavirus outbreak in 2020 marked a turning point, and the Browns had to contend with Kody's crazy regulations. Janelle has opened up about the conflict she faces in attempting to convince her kids to follow the rules that Kody established for the family. He went months without seeing them because they refused to comply, further separating him from his. Let us know in your comments. And stay tuned by subscribing our channel to get more updates like this. Thanks everyone.